You call yourself a man? You know you're a lying, low-life, motherfucking gambling degenerate prick. You know that's what you are?
Well, hello, you degenerate fucks, and welcome to The Degenerate Gambler. It's Wednesday, the 1st of November. Fuck me, November, Christmas. We're just back with another episode. The sound may be a bit different today. I've left my mic in work. I'm off work this week, so recording at home, and I forgot to bring my mic, so what can you do? So we'll talk about last week's bets, go through some stats, and I'll give you two bets for the weekend. It's FA Cup first round, I think it is, the first round or second round, but it's FA Cup this week. So there's only the Premier League and Championship, so I've had to get a bit creative with the bet. I've got some foreign games, some European games. On the FA Cup games I've had, there's no form to go on, it's a cup game. So it just went teams who I feel are stronger. So there won't be much analysis of the games, really. So before we get into the Saturday's results, I did manage to get a bet up on Friday night. 100, I think I cashed out for 102. The bet was paying 107. Had a late goal, so just took it. So, I wasn't going to waste a potential win just because, scared, in case something happened. But anyway, so that was Friday. So that was a good start to the weekend. Puts me in a plus. I need to post. I need to post this month's profit loss, but I'm obviously well in the profit this month. I've had a few good bets up, so that's good to see. I did win a bit of money on Sunday as well, but I'll get to that. So the main bet, Newcastle obviously led twice in the game, drew 2 each. Middlesbrough, I think, drew 1 each. Barnsley didn't win. Chesterfield won, and Doncaster won. So it was only 2 out of 5 that were actually won. The overs, Bournemouth Burnley was up. Shit, I haven't checked these off. Charlton Bolton, I think, was 2-0. Oxford Wickham, I think, was up. Harrogate Crewe, I think, was up. And York Halifax was 1 each. Sorry about that. I haven't put them up. But look, the bet didn't win anyway. So nothing on Saturday. Saturday evening's bet wasn't great either. I went the game with that Halifax York over 2.5 was beat. Seville, I think, was beat. Leipzig going over 2 was up. Hamilton won 3-0 on it, but I had both to score in over 2, so that was beat. And then Kaiserslautern and Hamburg the same, both to score over 2, so that was up. Sunday, I had that free bet with William Hill. Everybody had a free bet. It was the big weekend or whatever they call it. So I did a Premier League bet with that. Had City, West Ham, Brighton to win. So City won, West Ham didn't win, Brighton didn't win. Liverpool over 10 corners, that was up. And over 4.5 bookings in the Villa match, that was up. So that was that one. My first bet that I put money on was Inter. They won. Dortmund, they were fucking 2-0 down and then 3-2 down. Got back to 3 each but drew. Royal Union, they won. Silkeborg in Norway, they should have won that game. They were fucking better form, better everything, had better stats in the game, but that was 0 each. And then Young Boys were leading and ended up drawing 1 each. I did a bet builder because I've talked about this before, but William Hill do twice the price on 1 game a week. So I did the United match. I did Amrabat to be booked. He was over 1.5 goals. It was obviously, but I had Silva to be booked. I think he made 1 tackle or something, so he had 1 foul, but no luck. And then I did a bet that evening, which was AC Milan both to score, Marseille, Legionnaires, Atletico, River Plate, and Rosenborg over 2. Now the Marseille game was postponed. I'm sure anybody who's a football fan saw that the Marseille fans attacked the Lyon bus, injured a few players and the manager as well. So typical France, they love it. They love a good scrap. See what happened to the Liverpool fans in the Champions League final. But because the game was called off, it cut my pay down to 66. And then I was waiting on River Plate. River Plate were 1-0 down. They scored shortly after half time, went 1 each, and then they scored later on to make it 2-1. So I took the cash out, which was 55.81. You know, done myself out of 11 quid. But the way I looked at it was I was adding that 55 to the 102. You know, so 160 quid there almost in winnings. And then I bet I didn't share. I had £6 in my Bet365, and a mate texted me about a horse that was running the first race. Was it Cheltenham? It wasn't Cheltenham. Maybe it was Cheltenham. It was a favourite 11-4, so I stuck £6 on that and got 21.50 back. So I added that till it too. So you know, now I'm talking about 180 quid in winnings. So look, a good weekend. I'm happy. You know, I'm not going to complain. Just wish that one of the main bets had to come up as well, the overs or the thing. The other thing was I was actually waiting on Newcastle. You know, I'll talk about it a lot, but my bet syndicate where I got a bet up last week, so that means I stay on. And the 3 teams I picked out of my bet to do the syndicate was Doncaster, Chesterfield and Newcastle. So I had the 2 up going on to the half-5 match. And obviously at 2-1 up, it was offering me 105 quid, and I texted the boys on our WhatsApp chat and was like, well, I'll take this 105, and they were like, fucking no way, it's paying 140, you know, let it run. They're winning 2-1, and then they conceded, so you know, it wasn't to be, but it would have been nice to have 2 of them up in a row. Anyway, I'll get on to stats from last week. So Premier League, so 10 games in the Premier League, 12 in all the other leagues. That's Championship down to National League South. So Premier League, 6 favourites, 2 draws, 2 outsiders. Championship, 8 favourites, 1 draw, 3 outsiders. League 1, all the 4s, 4 favourites, 4 draws, 4 outsiders. League 2, 6 favourites, 1 draw, 5 outsiders. National League, 3 favourites, 3 draws, 6 outsiders in the National League. National League North, 6 favourites, 3 draws, 3 outsiders. And the National League South, 4 favourites, 5 draws, and 3 outsiders. So in total, 37 favourites won, 19 games were draws, and 26, which is big, outsiders won. That was out of 82 games, and 37 is 45% of the favourites won. Not great there, not great, only 45%. Next I'll do the overs then, both to score. So Premier League, 7 over, 3 nat, 5 both to score, 5 nat. Championship, 7 over, 5 nat, 6 both to score, 6 nat. League 1, 7 over, 5 nat, 8 both to score, 4 nat. League 2, 5 over 2, 7 nat. And then again 5 and 7, 5 both to score, 7 nat. National League, 6 over, 6 nat, 7 both to score, 5 nat. National League North, 4 over, 8 nat, and 6 both to score, 6 nat. And then lastly, National League South, 5 over 2, 7 nat, 6 both to score, 6 nat. So that worked out at, for the overs, 41 over and 41 nat, exactly 50%. And the both to score, 43 both to score and 39 nat, so that's 52%. So stats were average this week, not amazing. Right, so we'll get on to my bets. As I say, look, there's not much analysis behind this. I had obviously a look at the recent fixtures and the recent form and stuff, but there's no league form to go on. So I'm just basically going with strongest teams. I've also, as I say, look, being off work, I haven't had the time. As much time this week to prep as what I do when I'm in work. So I haven't got the fraction, or I've got the fraction, but I haven't got the decimal prices. So I'm just going to run through these the once. I'm not really going to talk about them because, as I say, there's not much to look at. So the first team is Barnet away to Coos and Eyston, 8-15. Notts County home to Crawley, 8-13. Swindon home to Aldershot, 1-2. Leipzig away to Mainz, 3-5. Napoli away to Salernitana, or whatever the fuck you call that team, they were maroon. Anyway, 4-9. In total, that's only 7.5-1, so it would pay about 85 quid. But it is boosted by 12%, so it pays just under 100. You know, it's not the best bet, it's not the biggest bet I've ever done, but, you know, it's FA Cup, there's less games, you know, it's just one of those things. Look, it is what it is, that's what I've picked, I'm not going to change it, and I'm not going to worry about what it pays. It's more than, it's enough, you know, it's more than enough. But as I say, look, I'm not going to run through too much about what, excuse me, the only thing I'll say is the 3 first games are all FA Cup games. I looked through the Premier League, I looked through the Championship, there was nobody that I fancied that it was a decent price. So, look, that's why I went with that. You know, in the 2 European games, Leipzig are flying, so they should beat Mainz, and Napoli are doing pretty well, and that other team, Montana, whatever the fuck you call them, are near enough bottom of the league. So, that's my thinking. In the overs, again, I've got, I think, 4 FA Cup games are here. I think so, anyway. And 1 Premier League game. So, Mansfield Wrexham, 7-10. Bromley Blackpool, 9-10. Reading MK Dons, 4-5. Peterborough Salford, 4-6. Newcastle Arsenal, 19-20. So that's the overs bet. That is about 18-1, I think. So pays just under 100 for the fiver. Midweek. So midweek, it's not a huge week. The Champions League is back, and obviously Europa League and all that nonsense, but there's not many league games. So Tuesday night there is 1 Championship game, 3 in League 1, 1 in League 2. There's 11 National League games, 10 National League South, and then there's 14 EFL Trophy games, which is the lower league ones. 8 Champions League games and a game in the Scottish Premier League. Wednesday, there's 1 EFL Trophy game, there's 1 SPL game in the Scottish Premier League, and there's 8 Champions League games again. And then Thursday, 16 and 16 for the Europa League and Europa Conference, respectively. So look, it's not a major midweek, but it's enough to get a couple of bets. I mean, this midweek hasn't been loads of games, and I've still managed to get some half decent bets. You know, nothing's won, but you know, I've had a few sweats in there, and I'll be posting a bet shortly for tonight. But yeah, look, as I say, it'll be a short episode this week. That's basically it. I'll get this posted as soon as possible and get the links up. So just leave me to say, if you are doing a bet, good luck and happy punting.
Here, get the fuck out of here. Here, thanks. Let me find out you fucked up. I'll leave you wherever I find you.